Orin spoke of you. You walk in the Dread Lord's favor. Perhaps you wish to partake in his service. Go ahead. Their blood is yours to spill. Heretic! You act against Orin, you act against Baal, and our Lord has no mercy for sinners.
How does it put up?
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
Your tadpole quivers, revealing your discussion with Mizora to Will.
Shit. Father's been taken, and Mizora started to scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Certainly not. But she's as inevitable as Toril's path around the sun. We'll have answers soon enough. Let's talk to Mizora. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
Sorore surge, pectis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in beator.
Notum sit in beator.
Holy hells.
Fina, Cirrus, arbiters for the hells, exemplars of justice.
Your parasite links with Will's, and your memories flow into him. He sees his father's flight from Worm's Rock, and hears Mizora's words to you.
Shit. Where did Gortash send my father? How do I save him?
Sisters,
Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus. Infernos contractos te vocamus.
your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. A life for a life. No contract is ended without sacrifice. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel! I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Mizora, you asshole!
Choose. Addendum Esp. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
You damned wretch! Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat ita, anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment.
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mazora's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet. I have to believe that. I'm not the Hell's puppet in life, nor its warrior in death. The blade will be guiding his own hand. But freedom will be paid in my father's blood. Tomorrow, I celebrate my gain. Today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Ravengard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something. I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses. It would be easier to drink the sticks down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise. We obtain the final 2 nether stones and take back our minds and the city from the brain.
Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into. Impossible. My bargain was uncommonly reasonable. A single soul for the return of Baldur's Gate's most beloved duke. A real bargain, I should think. I never thought the legendary Blade of Frontiers would surrender his father for freedom. Not very valorous, if you ask me. But what does a mean old devil like me know about heroes? Oh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious. Correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel, but those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead after all. The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise, and you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched. The 9 Hells of Beator, each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy. Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand.
You'll have to forgive me, but I'm struggling to understand why you'd agree to just hand over the crown. Especially for a bloody hammer. I'm glad to hear it. But you realize we can't just tell him we changed our minds. For now, our plan must remain the same. We go to Sorcerer's Sundries and learn about that crown. And pray the devil doesn't get there first.
They say that home is where a person can be their truest selves, without guile, without pretense. You did well to see off the Githyanki who had invaded mine. And now that you have seen where I come from, you know all there is to know about me. At least, all that matters. The flavors of my favorite fiddlehead soup, should you wish to experience it for yourself. The very first reward I gifted myself on completion of my first adventure. The garments with which I concealed and later constructed my appearance as the Emperor. We spoke of my relationship with Duke Berlin Stelmane, a story I have told no one else. I have no more secrets from you. No need to resort to subterfuge. We are true allies now, working towards a common goal. The only way we were ever going to get close enough to the brain to destroy it was by working together. But few would trust a mind flayer. So I did what I had to convince you. I studied you, your motivations, your actions, your desires. I deduced the best way to align your goals with my own. I needed your absolute dedication to the cause. I anticipated the challenge, and I anticipated your resistance. What I didn't anticipate was how reasonable you would be. You don't like to be coddled, cajoled. But you responded well to logic, to rational arguments, to cold, hard facts. You saw straight to the core of what really mattered. Yes, you did. Sometimes, I felt almost like we were dancing our way towards something deeper. I'm sorry. You're right. Now's not the time. Forget I said anything. Let's move on to more important things. The Elder Brain's hive mind has grown to monstrous proportions. And through the Crown's magic, it has complete control over each and every member. It was intelligent before, but now, with its hive mind established across the city, it is well on its way to becoming indestructible. You know now of your father's plans to use the Elder Brain to slaughter the world over. One need not read minds to foresee the horrors he will pen with your hand if you do not stand against him. We must stop it while we still can, before we too become its slaves.
cousin! Another absolutist come to see what we did to poor old Sarin. Your god took her mind, cultist, so Bereki took her head, and I burned the flesh from her bones. And now you come to interrupt the funeral rites. Yes, cousin. An excellent idea. Cousin says we will take you in return. He says you look just like kindling for Sarin's funeral pyre. Ha! I believe you may believe that. The Absolute takes people, twists them. Sarin, Bereki, and I, we were the three finest thieves in Baldur's Gate. We broke into the offices of Gortash, discovered he was with the Absolute too. Your fellow cultists hunted us, so we hid down here. We were safe, and so was our loot, until the darkness soured Sarin's mind. She kept our treasure from us, said Bereki and I had gone strange. Hush, cousin. Sarin turned into a cultist herself, so we did what we had to. Bereki wept until his voice was gone, and then he was gone too, leaving only me to conduct Sarin's rites. And my cousins here. You cannot conduct the rites without a clan to bear witness, or some fuel for the fire. She swore she was no cultist, but you all lie. The Absolute turns you. I don't know. Pass then, and do not come back. This is Sarin's final resting place, and a killing ground for all who come to disturb her.
Did you go for a swim earlier? That's been some other doing, thinking level. Citizens, prepare to be scanned. I am holding clear still. Go ahead and scan Watson.
Breeze must be blowing inland. You, the goddamn disease of the gate. Lady Mazora told me everything. How you and the Blade of Frontiers slaughtered his own father. How he craves ultimate power. How he means to make the city bow to him and him alone. First I finish you, then I finish the Duke's traitorous son. Stand down. I believe you. The Battle Lord help me. What darkness has fallen upon us? Listen, there's something Will should know. On his way from Elturel, Ravengard sent a messenger with word of the cult. He knew about the Absolute. I thought little of it at first, but he realized the danger before anyone else did. He understood that if the cult was successful in raising an army, Baldur's Gate would be doomed. And he knew that to protect the city, one trained in the ways of the great champions would have to rouse the worm living beneath. If I'm not mistaken, that would be Will. A bronze dragon, to be precise, sleeping beneath us. The worm goes by many names. Onsor, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He made Volderon a binding promise to protect the city when its need was greatest. The city's survived countless threats, but Ravengard knew its walls would fall to the cult. With him gone, and the city near ruin, your call is to unleash the heart of the gate. Take this, the legend of Ansor. The bards call it a tall tale, but every last word is true. Follow its path to the worm, or do not, and let the coast be drowned in blood. I was right to lay down my arms. Fohammer be praised. I should go, gather allies. We'll join you in your hour of need. Free the worm, and may his thunderous wind drive the Absolute from the coast.
These clanking great steel watchers. Bloody hate them. No matter what the mouth says.
I am a gentleman who may venture where he pleases. It is you who must mind. Do not forget it. Oh, this neighborhood isn't what it used to be. Is this what the city is coming for? A man cannot stroll the thoroughfare without being assaulted by juvenile. I married you.
It was just a pebble.
Just a pebble! A pebble could take out an eye, break a tooth, injure an open mouth, and block a sky. Is that what you wish? You wish to choke me to death? Bad loot my purse, Arthur.
Ansor is sleeping under Worm's Rock Prison. What's this of a true hero's spark?
No discipline, no consequences!
The Gazette reckons Lord Gortash is the second coming of Volderon. What a pack.
Sandals, vandals, where to buy sandals? It's all here in the bowl of
Yourself a whole
magic.
litter just like you, filling the damn city to the brim like a slot bucket.
When is it my turn? Be patient, citizen.
My friend dared me to come here alone for a couple of mugs of ale. So here I am. Huh. Come on, mate. Who would want me dead? Oh, shit. You're serious. I can see it in your eyes. I've got... Shit! I've got a tab to settle. Shit!
Welcome to the Blushing Mermaid. We've got rules and they obey. Oh, cat, my fearsome cat, the mid-screen baby. Could you at least try
to stand up straight.
I am. They've got armies to deal with.
For their neighbours.
That won't do. One at a time.
How much did you
This is the private abode of Alexander Rainforest. Friends make appointments, clients respect office hours. Tempers are rising. It's clear not everything you find is at your disposal.
The mermaid, faithful Judith, has the tackiest eye.
See that? Incredible.
Only a disappointment I swept their
Fire in the... Oh, my silk. What are the chances it's you?
Ah, and the heart-stopping bloodsucker. I hope you've changed your mind. My neck is yours, anytime.
And I will keep refusing until the end of time. I'm done bowing to the whims of others.
Never say never. Forgive the mess. Your blood is far more volatile than I'd anticipated. It's a breakthrough in the sanguine arts, the likes of which the world has never seen. The Grand Matriarch will have no choice but to restore House Ablodra after I present her with my research. But listen to me, rabbiting on about myself when I have you, the prize bleeder, on my very doorstep. If you'd come inside, we could discuss something far more exciting than drow politics. Not if you lead me first.
Something over there.
He's a big boy, supposedly. Not like I forced it down his neck.
You've been caught mid-robbery. Your next move had best be a careful one. What was taken is free to be reclaimed, and you are free to go.
Don't even have any chunks to...
Ah, a cozy little spot, isn't it? These four walls have witnessed greater alchemical triumphs than the keep of Erngath Durand. And now that you're here, the crown jewel of my research is soon to be faceted. All you have to do is drink Formula Gruner.
If that's her formula I can smell, it's even fouler than her blood. Oof, gods below.
Well, yes, Formulae Arcu through Fruag were spectacular failures. But Gruner is different. Believe me. When you first entered this home, you saw the incredible latent power within your blood exposed in all its nuances. Formula Gruner will unleash that power within you. Risky, but, safe.
A potion that makes you explode. Seems a bit drastic.
Not even for the betterment of the alchemical arts the realm over. Not even for that.
You might want to wash up.
You smell like that place down the docks where they dump out the fish.
We'll try. I really thought Tam would stick it out.
I would tell you, the novel's sense to intrigue was its finest one.
There's something going on here. I don't like it. Careful. I smell an ambush.
Are you sure it's not the flowers you're smelling? You may be allergic. But better safe than sorry, I suppose.
It's unusual for prey to supply the tools of its own butchery. Razors, scissors, nail files. So many cuts one couldn't make. And yet, such a fleeting window. But then, who am I to deny the auspices of destiny? For we are celebrating, Master Figaro. You have the delicious honor of being my crowning achievement. Your body is my ultimate gift to my lord. But together we shall transcend. A challenger, my lord tests me. His pity is awful. Will be your grave, challenger. Savor your final breath. Becoming. Another witness to my sacrament. How fortunate.
What do you mean? What else is down
Magic. Just saying. Maybe there's a reason for that weird.
Run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's in a fire.
Stranger things have happened in
to run a business, I say. Can't even browse while he's with a client. Business, I say. Can't even browse while he's a business, I say. Browse while he's with a client.
Where do I go from here? Time to press ahead.
Alright, Karlak, it's go time.
So you stopped queuing because you felt punished?
The only way out is through.
Falls escape will be your grave,
can't even catch my breath.
One day I'll catch a break.
Even browse while you're flying.
Protect me.
Nothing important is ever easy. Cutting to the chase.
Gods know what else is down there and all.
You know, I heard it was a Baalist that tried to kill Master Figaro. Why would a Baalist want Master Figaro dead?
You didn't like the roughs on the new Facemaker fashion line? Who can say?
Well, some rest's better than none.
I don't know who you are, but I'm glad you were there. If it had been the dwarf alone, we might have stood a chance. But these doppelgangers, they swarmed us. We were paralyzed before we even had the chance to fight back. A rising star, you say? Then there's more of these nutters running around. I thought as much. Devella Fountainhead, Constable of the Flaming Fist. I've been investigating the recent spate of murders across the city. I was on my way to the upper city when I heard a commotion. I stepped in to see if I could help. It's not every day you have the chance to catch a killer in action. Not even in this profession. Now, if you don't mind, I need to draft a report to my superiors before I forget it all. But don't worry, I'll be sure to put in a good word for you. You do? How? All right. Fine. These killings aren't random. In fact, they seem to be part of some sort of test. The killers paralyze their victims, take their hands as an offering for Baal, and make it look like the cult of the Absolute was behind it all. You've seen those gruesome dioramas that have been springing up, right? Corpses posed like unholy paintings, blood everywhere. There's no way in the hells that those scenes and these murders aren't connected somehow. Now your turn. What do you know about the killings? Gods. That's it. Proof that I was right. I've been working on an assignment, see? A research project of sorts. I knew my conclusions were sound. But this... I never expected this. I'll tell you what I know. He ruled the Iron Throne. A dark tower hiding a darker secret. It was the front for a deadly arms-dealing network. There, he amassed an army, seeking to become a god himself. Under his stewardship, the Baal Temple was revived, and with it, the Baal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed, and to cleanse the city of Saravok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthar. For most, that was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. The Baal cult is back, And someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work. I've not ruled out the possibility that it is Saravok himself. The brutality of the killings is certainly reminiscent of his work. But there's something more here. Something new. There's a reference to these murders. A certain flair. It's as if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts. The depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that. Trust me, I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. Told me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist and to get back to doing my job before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Oh, help me out here. Help the city out. I bet if you follow the trail of these murders, you'll be able to unearth the truth of this resurgence. Try to convince my superiors to put some resources into this matter. After what's happened here, they might finally take this seriously. Might. Believe me, I wish I could, but I need this job. You really are a godsend. Meet me at Basilisk Gate if you've anything more to report. And good...
You're right. And I'm not the best in there, look. Gods know what else is down there in me.
I must say, I'm damn lucky you showed up when you did. Can you believe what that monster was doing? Truly. Then you're made of sterner stuff than I, friend. I'll confess, it terrified me greatly. Can you imagine dressing entirely in red? Jests aside, thank you. You forever have my humblest gratitude and a most generous discount on my wares. Very good, sir. Now remember, fashion's a fickle mistress, so be sure to return.
It's like a tingle in my spine, I can't shake.
You sure it's not a trapped nerve?
Get a pillow look when you shop. Pacemaker fashion.
That's the most tasteful slogan you've come up with yet. Great job.
You know, I heard it was a Baalist that tried to kill Master Figaro. Why would a Baalist want Master Figaro dead?
Didn't like the rust on the new facemaker fashion line? Who can say?
blowing inland today, bringing in the stench of the foundry. Belching smoke and metal screeches. Keep the city safe on my arse.
They didn't bring much with them at all. So much as a row for the day.
What did you want to talk about, my darling?
Well,
Think of hiding in the foliage. Might be a trap.
Never mind.
Let this murder be his sacrament.
They won't know what bit them. With finesse.
Bye forever, pal. Incoming.
Out of this, Captain. Do not forget whom you serve.
Of course, I just thought you might need assistance.
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. The fist has a tadpole, but something's off.
Not I. We. And we do not serve.
Defective. Very well. Another offering to Baal.
Mundus Volta
do. Got to move.
Over here.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
On the move.
This way.
Now this is my happy place.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Ready for another round? Under their noses. Good.
I'm coming for you!
Ready. Got to press on.
God, it's hot in here.
Quick! Must be quick! This mind is small, fragile. Listen now. You know us. Absolute will. Absolute power. Not much time left. This mind cannot bear us. Turns to liquid. Listen close. We learn. We grow. Loosen our clumsy bindings. Aid us. Necromancer dead. Changeling and tyrant remain at odds. Kill them. You have a place in my grand design.
The Elder Brain can control anyone with a tadpole? That's, concerning.
What happened? Why do I taste copper?
Gazette has a transcript of a conversation with Archduke Gorta.
What's he got to say for himself?
passphrase, Sicarian, and a location. We should find this candle-hallowed place.
I welcome thee to the Devil's Fee, where every hellish curio is a... Oh, it's you. Your little scroot of a friend left this on my floor the last time you visited. I presume you have returned to re-engage my services? You forgot what we did? I find that hard to believe. But if you speak truth, perhaps I could jog that lazy memory of yours. You seek answers. Lord Mammon seeks coin. I will happily mediate. Make me an offer.
Mammon. I knew it. I did.
The first hit's free, eh? My, you have changed. Fine, just this once. You stand before Mammon's picklock, latchkeeper of the 9 hells. My business is not information, nor hellish curios. Not really. I break people into the hells. That's my thing. I opened a portal for you and Lord Gortash. Raphael. That sounds vaguely familiar, but I have a terrible memory for names. The only thing that jogs it is coin. I mean, I suppose that'll do. Stingy bastard. Yes, you are quite correct. The Crown of Carthus left the vault, and an opportunity opened for a devil named Raphael. His House of Hope is furnished with a great deal of treasures, many related to Carthus. But alas, he lacks the crown itself. He's rather ambitious. One can only wonder what he has planned for the crown. The answers to that can probably be found within his house.
Then perhaps we should drop by and surprise Raphael. It'd make a nice change.
So keen to return to the hells. Well, I suppose it's warm this time of year. Very well. If you wish to die in Avernus, that's your business. Mine is charging you for it. Of course, such a task will require quite the substantial donation to Lord Mammon's coffers.
Such a task would be tantamount to suicide. Do not even entertain it.
You put me in a difficult position, mortal. You are almost certain to fail. Almost. And so, there is a chance you might succeed. Fine. I'd like to be able to carry all of my precious stock without the need of a team of oxen. There are gauntlets of hill giant strength within the House of Hope. Free passage, and you fetch them for me. Deal? Allow me to outline how this is going to work. First, you were never here. We never spoke. Second, you will perform the rites yourself. I want absolute deniability. Here's the grimoire and necessary components. Oh, take this key, too. It unlocks the ritual room upstairs. There's a blood circle already drawn. Don't ask whose blood.
Along with the grimoire and components, Helsic hands you a note containing precise instructions for performing the ritual.
Finally, you were never here. That is of utmost import to remember. Now be gone! How may I be of further assistance? Now you've seen what I have for thee. Remember, discretion is key at the Devil's Fee.
Yeah.
That might be worth a look.
I strongly suggest that you reconsider this course of action. Whatever you expect to gain from the Hells is not worth the risk of traveling there uninvited.
Keep your distance, darling.
On tippy toes. The softest touch. What sort of curio shop has authentic infernal objects?
Quietly now. Simple.
Brighten up that one sleeve, wouldn't you?
me kill all the cats, it won't be so kind to you.
As the woman speaks, you hear a distant rattle of chains, and she winces in pain.
The jailer will hear us. I shouldn't be talking to you. I must go. It's not kind to me.
The figure flickers and starts to dim from view, but you sense she could be convinced to return. The figure shimmers brightly. Your words seem to have piqued her curiosity.
I hope so. But it is a faint hope. Just like me.
I can't leave. I could only suffer.
But I'm supposed to do that in silence. Everyone here hates me for what I am. I'm the thing that kills you and the only reason you're alive. Made by a promise, undone by the truth. A handshake, a hug, the first beat of a newborn's heart. I am hope. What little is left of her. A guttering candle in a universe of night.
Raphael's driven her mad. Poor soul.
I'm not much of a friend to anyone anymore. But I could use a friend myself. Do you want a friend to guide you through this madhouse? I hear the jailer. It hears me. It'll call Raphael, make every question count. Make some of them count twice. Caveat venditor. Big mistake coming here while Raphael holds all the cards in his claws. But big mistakes correct bigger mistakes. Like scribbling your signature in the first place. Silly little mice. But yes, hope can help. Your contract is here, in this house. It's...
You hear a sound like the rattle of a chain, and an agonizing scream in your head as hope flickers from view momentarily.
Quiet. There it goes. Everyone here is mad. Even you, especially me. And that makes them dangerous, but it also makes them stupid. I'll make you seem as ruined as the rest of the people here. A simple glamour to make you a terrible wretch. Now whisper your questions, little wretch. But really quiet and very clever. Concentrate. Remember, quiet as a mouse. The same place you'll find your sorry little soul when Raphael rips it out. The paper cage for your soul. Such a tiny thing, but it's one of his favorites. In the archive, down the corridor, past the debtor. Oh, the debtors. They won't like you. But I like you. I know I do. I think I do. I hope I do. I just need to ask one question, and I'll know for sure. Can you save me? Please, 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 please. All right. You have to listen very, very, very closely. I will say this only once. Find the key, take the contract, smash my chains. Find the key, take the contract, smash my chains. Find the key, take the contract, smash my chains. Once you take the contract, the fire will come. And Raphael, you must run, run, run. But don't forget me. Please, please, please. I don't want to burn. Not again.
We won't. We'll get you out. I promise.
The rattle of chains echoes louder from unseen places, and without a scream or a sigh, hope disappears,
Nothing. Gods, I can't believe I'm doing this. This is all your fault, you know. You're lucky I care about the fate of your eternal soul. You bet your ass I am. And good friends don't let good friends get trapped in the hells, right? On the bright side, my engine finally feels normal, like it isn't about to explode. I gotta admit, that's pretty nice. Let's find that contract and get out of here before I get used to feeling like I might live. Entrances and no exits.
Creeping, stalking, walking, crawling.
Anywhere else but here? Did I ever live?
Show your invitation.
That's curious.
Tired. Can't sleep.
I'm in two minds. The rat and the man, the man and the rat, they gnaw at one another. Which one will be the meat and which one will be the tooth? Cheated my chums, took everything and ran. The kindly devil hid me from them, made sure they'd never find me. I skitter now, best of the litter, and hungry, want victuals sweet with rot. Simpler life, but harder.
Over here! Hello again, little mice. The price for speaking is steep, but I must give warning. Your prize is just ahead in the archive, but you can't take it yet. And even if you could, you mustn't. Trigger the alarm, and Raphael will come swooping home on wings of malice to rip out your soul. In this house, thieves are melted like butter and spread onto toast. Shh. I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. I can. I shall. I can. I shall. The archivist is the key, but he's as stubborn as a king and as serious as a heart attack. Exploit his fiddling weakness and make him grovel! Oh no. They hear me. This Speak quickly, speak softly. You know how this goes.
You steady your mind and prepare your questions.
He fears authority figures. Perhaps his teacher took a strap to him and left a deep impression at an early age. There's one regular visitor that he particularly fears. She is...
A crack like breaking bone. Hope winces.
Scarier things than you, little mice. Aurelius. Aurelius Receptor. A High Inquisitor Azariel. Officially entitled to audit Raphael's collection. Her true form is so gargantuan and mind-scarring to behold that she takes on many guises when she visits. Play your part well and you can be one of those blasphemous guises.
Raphael hears everything you say.
I'm not like the others.
Raphael has reserved this pedestal for the prize of his collection.
A guest? Are you a client of the Master, or a visitor from elsewhere in the Hells? I do not believe you were invited. One moment. I shall consult the visitor's schedule.
His eyes flicker back and forth as if he is reading a book. He has the schedule memorized, or it's carved into his eyelids.
Most irregular. The schedule is all but clear, and yet you are here. A thousand apologies, O majestic magistrate of the Infernal Court. Your mortal guise is so vile, I found it perfectly convincing. I would prostrate myself before you and kiss your calluses, but my spine is ruptured in 1,000 places. You do know how Raphael likes to play. As always, the archive is yours to peruse. You'll find everything accounted for, and I can present documents of procurement if necessary. You may examine them, O diabolical dominatrix, but they cannot be removed unless you present a writ of infernal requisition with Article 152 correctly filled out. A fine pair of gauntlets that allow the wearer to twist the head from even the most resilient malingerer. An amulet that causes the blood to surge and the heart to swell, along with other parts. Most invigorating. And awaiting installation, we have secured a rod that gathers the weave around it in great quantities, just as surely as shit gathers flies. Of course. It is highly prized due to the unique potential of the soul it is bound to. I don't understand the appeal of them myself, but Raphael does dote after mortals so. As part of the special collection, that item is guarded by a master word that even I do not know. I suggest you wait until Raphael returns, and you can discuss the matter with him. You are welcome to relax in the boudoir until then. It is where Raphael conducts his most private matters of business and pleasure. You will need this to gain access. The resident of the boudoir will wish to explore every inch of your new form, and I'm sure you will be happy to share.
Never sign your soul away. Positively wretched. Perfect! The archivist told you to cool off in the boudoir. Well, here it is. A horrid place where pleasure is pain and pain is pleasure and hope cannot live at all. Everything in this house exists for Raphael's pleasure and Raphael's pleasure alone. That includes Raphael himself, whatever form he takes.
That's curious. A lost little mouse is running through the house.
Oh, God. What the fuck have I stumbled into?
A thief in the night, greedy and here to take. Why are you here, little thief? This is very naughty. Whatever are we to do? Why don't we play a game? You win, I give you everything you desire. But you'll enjoy yourself more if you lose. It's a surprise. Off with your clothes. Good, little thief. Good. Keep going like this. And you'll get to live. You'll be crying out my name soon. You'd better know it. I am Harland, Raphael's personal incubus, glamored and transfigured to look like him. I'm a perfect copy. He only ever wants to sleep with himself. What's better than the devil you know, eh?
His violating stare sees more than all of you. It sees potential.
Before we continue, I want to make sure you're comfortable.
Sometimes, when he's feeling Adventurous. Raphael will ask me to change into the Archduchess, Raphael. I can take her form if you choose. A simple swap pales in comparison to what you are about to do for me. Then the Archduchess I shall be. On the bed. Lie back. I already told you. It's a surprise. Don't you like surprises?
Any thought of resistance or control is fading. You will obey, giving yourself body and mind to them. You retain a trace of free will, but it is one drop in the ocean of their desire. It will not last.
Over there.
Hungry for the slaughter. Time to move.
Need to act fast. On my way.
Come, impede. This one must slay none. Say bye-bye.
Time to kill. On the way.
What's the plan?
Nothing will stand in my way.
Very well.
soldier.
Can you feel death's cold grip?
Can't give up.
What path lies before me?
Got to keep fighting. I need healing. Got to move.
I wonder if this is worth the cost. Let's see what this does.
Oh, to be nothing, to be gone for good.
I'm going to enjoy this.
Let's have some fun.
Concentrate. Need to stay focused. A little help, please.
Fall by my hand.
Count on me.
Can be done. This will do nicely.
Can't afford to let up. Need to stay focused.
Still on my feet. Have to keep going.
Tie it back on.
That might be worth
Keeps
a
the
look.
locals quiet.
I need healing.
Keyword. This will help us get what we need from the archive.
gone for good?
With pleasure.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Watch your back. Easy.
No one's stopped me yet.
Trust no one. Oh, for a skeleton key.
Intestines throb, blood whispers. Am I still breathing? That might be worth a look.
The spilt wine is laced with the perfume of an exquisite poison. An unexpected treat.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, it is. Claws inside my front.
Raphael hears everything you say.
You are stupendously lugubrious this day, High Inquisitor. An inspiration to us all.
There it is. Your contract with Raphael. Your signature bold at the bottom. The earthy smell of fresh ink still lingers. A magical field surrounds the item, preventing you or anyone from touching it. You surmise it's controlled by a vocal component. Magic words. The magic blinks away at your words.
I'm all for thieving, but let's not be hasty. Steal this, and the devil will notice.
What's that?
Just like old times.
And these things have stayed interesting.
You are stupendous.
Help
shouldn't have wished to live more interesting times.
Never sign your soul away.
This place is all entrances and no exit.
I thought you'd got lost and died. When is a door not a door? When is a jam jar? You won't find a way out here. Or a way in. Oh, there is. There is. If you stare into the portals long enough, your mind starts to do cartwheels and tricks you into thinking you're falling into a horrible, yawning void. It's one of my favorite ways to pass the time. But you have no time to waste, or time will waste you. And what you need from the house is in the archives. Not here. The gods cannot see me here. Swallow you whole if you take another step. And you won't be able to save me while you're being digested. You found my prison. My body is held in chains just beyond. But where is your contract, you inglorious lump? The sound of the chains breaking will echo across the plains. Raphael will fly home furious when he hears it. If he still has your contract when that happens, your dead is done. Ready for Raphael's homecoming? He'll use you as a handkerchief. No, no, no. Don't listen to me. You're going to do just fine. I'll be waiting. Like I have a choice.
Such a beautiful house. Oh, such a beautiful prison.
You shouldn't be here. None of us should.
Raphael hears everything you say.
You are stupendous.
Time to wake up. Time to wake up. Time to wake up.
Lay a finger on the master's treasures, and you will lose the entire hand. Summon Master Raphael, and I haven't dusted the artifacts yet. You'll be most annoyed.
This piece of humble parchment contains your promise to give Raphael the crown of Carsus. Without it, you are unbound from him forever. Your blood suddenly runs cold. Raphael knows what you've done.
This is delightful. You have what you wanted, but you cannot leave lest all hells break loose. A hopeless situation.
Let's get on with it.
Let's get going.
Good news. Bad news. Worse news. Good news. You got what you came for. Successful visit. Great success. Fantastic work. Bad news. So many things will be on fire when you step outside of this room. You included. That's okay, no, right? It's hell. You expected it to be hot. Worse news. Raphael's on his way home, and oh boy, he is spitting mad. You planned for this. I know you did. You have everything under control. It's really important that you don't panic, even when your eyes evaporate from the heat. Come to my prison, bring the hammer, break my chains, and then we exit stage any which way. Quick as a cockroach, lickety-split if you don't mind. Hey, good looking.
What now?
What's next, I wonder?
Looking ahead.
Jimmy on the go.
Heading there.
One down, millions to live.
Let's spill some
blood.
On the move.
I won't give in.
Let's turn someone inside out.
Finish this. Have to keep going.
No choice but to keep going.
I'm ready.
Concentrate. On my way.
Never a dull moment.
Did you get distracted? By the teeth in my artery.
What's it gonna take?
My faith will protect me. Have to keep going.
At the ready.
Knees high.
Can't slow down.
To focus. Got to press on. I wonder what the next